we need to change. We need to change the way we use things. We need to use less energy, basically. How do we use less energy? Is by, for one, consuming less, and don't buy the stuff that you don't need. But also for companies, for founders, right? For startups, don't build meaningless stuff. Don't build stuff that breaks and needs to be repaired and replaced, which has been a strategy of economy and profits and companies growing, because you kind of accepted that after 1.5 years you need to buy a new something again, right? And companies plan for that, and that's what's driving the situation we're in. So actually changing the way we consume, but also changing the way we build was a huge factor. So building a circular economy around all those things. So some things, for one, it's recyclement. Like if your battery breaks or if something else breaks, how can you recycle in a very meaningful way to reuse this to build the next product that you're going to use? Or even better, how to empower people and enable people to repair things when they break. How to rather work with that than completely replacing another item. So I think this was the main things, and it's like so passionate for me, this topic, because that's what we've been feeling, and that's what I think everyone who's awake is feeling these days. Like things are wrong, and it's like mind-blowing that people are blind to this, or seemingly blind to this, and everyone's just like having fun and continuing as if everything's normal, whilst people with children are like looking at the world for their children. That's not very cool, based on all of these projections, based on what we're on track on right now. And yet people don't want to reduce their standard of living. They want to book the next fancy thing. They want to buy the next fancy toy, and they don't really challenge. Nobody really challenges. It's almost too comfortable for those who do have the money to change anything, because it might be actually discomfort in the first stage of change. And also businesses being built these days, like, I want to sell Alibaba to Amazon now in Europe and sell it for a big random business for profit is the old way. That's not the new way. That's not what our children need. That's not what our generation needs. It's not what our earth needs or can handle. So that's why we, feel so passionate about purpose-driven business, which is, for one, you as a human, it's like, don't do something you are super bored about, right? Like, it's not going to make you happy. You're not going to be very good at it. You're not going to change the world of it. But do something that you love, but also that has positive impact on people or planet, because that's the way you can be an inspiration to others. You can scale your impact. You can actually speed up this change that needs to happen. And we want people to start these businesses of things they love, they care for, but also that are meaningful for people and for environment.